Everyone knows the myth. The lightning-fast fists, the yellow jumpsuit, the dragon who could defeat anyone. But few know the man. The sleepless philosopher who wrote 20,000 pages of notes, broke his spine chasing perfection, and turned pain into philosophy. This is not just the story of a fighter, it's the story of a man who designed himself. Bruce Lee was born in 1940, during the hour and year of the dragon, while his Cantonese opera star father toured the US. His real name was Lee Jun-fan, meaning return again. From the beginning, he lived between worlds, Chinese and Western, discipline and rebellion. At age 9, he was already acting, not for fame, but because his father pushed him to understand performance. That camera awareness, the control of body and emotion, would later define his art. By 13, Bruce was a small-framed kid getting beaten up by local gangs. So he joined Ip Man's Wing Chun school, studying under senior student Wang Shunlung. He trained until his knuckles bled, sometimes using phone poles when he couldn't afford equipment. Yet his quick temper kept dragging him into street fights. When one ended with a rival seriously injured, his parents sent him to America, a one-way ticket and $100 in his pocket. In Seattle, Bruce washed dishes at Ruby Chow's restaurant by night and studied philosophy at the University of Washington by day. He devoured Plato, Krishnamurti, and Alan Watts. In his notebooks he wrote, "All knowledge leads to self-knowledge." These weren't just quotes, they were experiments, mental drills like his physical ones. He opened his first Junfan Gung Fu Institute, where he taught Western students when it was still taboo for Chinese masters to do so. He didn't care about tradition, he cared about truth. In 1964, San Francisco masters warned Bruce to stop teaching non-Chinese. He refused. A challenge came from fighter Wang Jack Man. The two fought behind closed doors. Bruce won, but barely. He was exhausted. That humiliation shattered him. He realized that fixed styles were too slow, too rigid. He needed a system that moved as fast as thought. That's when Jeet Kune Do was born. The way of the intercepting fist. No forms, no rules, only freedom. Hollywood saw Bruce's charisma and his danger. He landed the role of Kato in The Green Hornet, but the show was marketed around the white lead. Bruce's scenes were even slowed down because cameras couldn't catch his speed. He moved faster than 24 frames per second. When the show was canceled, Bruce found himself broke again, injured, and overlooked. He once wrote in a letter, "They want the stereotype, but I will show them the human being." In 1970, at the height of his training, Bruce attempted a good morning lift with too much weight. He felt something snap. Doctors said he would never kick again. He spent 6 months in bed, completely still. But in that bed, he wrote his masterpiece, The Tao of Jeet Kune Do. Over 600 pages of philosophy, sketches, and meditations, dictated in pain, reborn through thought. He turned his broken spine into a forge for the mind. When America closed doors, Hong Kong opened them. He starred in The Big Boss, Fist of Fury, and Way of the Dragon, which he also directed. His films weren't just fight movies, they were manifestos. He choreographed emotion. Every kick, a sentence, every stare, a philosophy. Then came Enter the Dragon, a co-production with Hollywood, his global breakthrough. Finally, the East and West would meet in his fists. Few know Bruce was obsessed with filmmaking itself. He edited his movies with precision, arguing over camera angles and rhythm. He pioneered movie speed fighting, slowing real moves so audiences could see them. He wrote essays on acting truthfully, calling it emotional motion. In private, he practiced facial expressions like punches, every muscle under control. Even his training notebooks reveal non-common details. He logged sleep hours, pulse rate, food experiments, even handwriting analysis. He studied physiology decades before sports science was trendy. On July 20th, 1973, Bruce complained of a headache while visiting actress Betty Ting Pei. He took a mild painkiller and never woke up. The official cause, cerebral edema, brain swelling. He was 32 years old. Rumors spread. Heat stroke, reaction to cannabis, even assassination. To this day, theories abound. But one fact stands. The body stopped. The movement did not. Bruce's notebooks revealed he studied energy economy, minimizing motion, maximizing result. He measured punch impact with homemade devices, charted reaction times, and anticipated modern biomechanics. He even discussed artificial intelligence in a 1972 letter, wondering if machines could ever flow like human instinct. His ideas spread beyond combat. Steve Jobs admired his simplicity mantra. Athletes quote him before competition. Even NASA scientists referenced his bee-like-water metaphor for adaptive robotics. To Bruce, fighting was a mirror. He wrote, "To express oneself honestly, that, my friend, is very hard to do." He taught that mastery is not repetition, it's adaptation. Not being better than others, but being more yourself than yesterday. He left behind not just films, but an unfinished manuscript, The Game of Death, symbolizing humanity climbing through levels of ego to reach enlightenment. He never finished it, maybe because we're still playing that game. More than 50 years later, the world still feels his pulse. Every time someone questions limits, every time movement becomes art, Bruce Lee is there. He was born in the year of the dragon, but he left behind the century of the dragon, because Bruce Lee wasn't chasing immortality. He simply lived so honestly, the world couldn't forget.